I gotta start by getting this out of the way because I'm feeling the hype go through me and damn it feels good. God of War 4 is here! Kratos is back, this time on the PS4, and holy smokes have things changed. Today we've jumped into an action-filled, cinematic masterpiece, God of War 4. Maybe I'm a little biased as it's one of my favorite series, but so far I am absolutely thrilled to be playing it. Developed by Santa Monica Studio, I feel like this entry into the God of War universe is going to be more story-heavy than ever before. Beware of spoilers, as I will be discussing the first few hours of the game, as well as various mechanics. While there hasn't been any mention of an official timeline, it's safe to guess it's been a while. Kratos has a huge beard, and not only that, whoa, he is a kid now! Atreus, I would guess, is between 9 to 12 years old. The game begins with Kratos cutting down a tree, as manly men do. Eventually, the tree is further chopped up and made into firewood. Atreus recites a little something something before a body is placed onto a pyre to be honored. We find out that Kratos' lover and Atreus' mother is to be burned. A name is yet to be mentioned. Thus begins Atreus' trial. Kratos needs to judge if Atreus is now strong enough to journey to the top of the mountain to spread his mother's ashes. As the intro tutorial adventure ends, Kratos is met by a stranger who, seems to be a god as well. Fights are fought, things are broke up, and yells are yelled. It's revealed that Atreus' mom placed a barrier around them, and now that Kratos has removed that tree, the protection no longer remains. Well, way to go! Now you have to go on an adventure! Kratos appears like he wants to be the ever-strong father figure, ordering Atreus to do this and to do that, pushing that there is no time to feel, only to move forward. But there is a side of Kratos that we haven't seen before that I feel we will be seeing very soon. Kratos seems to be struggling with wanting to show his son compassion, perhaps held back by strange pride, or afraid that acting that way will make Atreus weak-willed. Either way, they're now on an adventure, one I'm honored to witness. Traditionally, God of War has been an action, button-mashy, fixed-camera themed journey. However, this time around, the camera is third person and feels like it was taken right from The Last of Us, which is fantastic! There's been no loading screens, the entire experience so far has been one continuous shot, which is incredible. God of War 4 seems to be breaking away from what previous entries were known for. Through the game, you earn experience to improve your skills as well as learn new ones. Money can also be earned by finding items throughout the map, which can be sold in shops, or you can even find money itself. Shops will craft different pieces of armor and weapons for Kratos and Atreus. Different pieces provide different looks, as well as changing your stats to inflict more damage or increase defense. Atreus pieces allow him to provide better support, such as more damage to airborne enemies. Kratos can find different runes to use in his weapons. Once equipped, they can be used by holding L1 and pressing R1 or R2. Each will have a rune assigned to them. Some are great for big attacks, some are great for stunning enemies. Kratos can also modify different parts of his weapon. However, a few hours in, I haven't collected anything to change it. I can only assume it'll increase stats some way. There are many items to find in the game. Some unlock different pieces of lore, some are strictly collectibles, and some require a bit of work to find. Runic chests require Kratos to meet specific requirements to open them. So far, I've encountered breaking certain vases or ringing certain bells. Once collected, you may find things to increase your HP, or maybe valuable pieces of gear. Adventures and time will tell. God of War. Even just the name sounds like it'll be kind of a tough play. As someone who played the original 3 God of War games way too many times, I find myself falling to old habits of attack. What was previously square and triangle to attack are now R1 and R2. This has proven to be a pretty large challenge for me. The battles so far have also seemed to be pretty hectic. Lots going on, paired with bad muscle memory, does make the game hard. But if you can get past that, and it's still easy, there are 4 more game difficulties offered. You're in luck. As I previously mentioned, the fixed camera is no longer part of the game, therefore battles have to take place in another style. That style has adapted to a third-person style. No longer are the days of seeing the entire battlefield, even behind you. Now you rely on indication arrows, such as a red arrow which tells us an imminent melee attack is coming. A purple flashing arrow is a ranged attack is coming. A bare arrow tells us that an enemy is behind us. So Kratos still has kind of a spider sense. Attacks have been moved to R1 and R2, as well as a ranged attack with L2. Quick attacks are used for R1 and heavy attacks with R2. Different button presses allow Kratos to perform different combos, all very punishing and satisfying. Pressing square will allow Atreus to assist Kratos with his bow, often stunning enemies and distracting them as well as damaging them a little bit. This is handy when Kratos is being overwhelmed, which will happen. Trust me! If you're a fan of the God of War series, it can't be a surprise by what I'm about to say. As always, God of War delivers quality voice work. The pain in Kratos' voice feels real. Atreus truly comes to life as Kratos' son, a simple boy who wants to do his father proud. The voice work here is as astounding as Kratos' beard, and that thing is godly. Simply just watching the gameplay doesn't really do it justice. It really is a sight to behold, and as I previously mentioned, there are no camera cuts. The whole game so far has seemingly been one take, which is an incredible feeling of involvement for the player. I found myself lost in the world, often heckled by my wife, just to get my attention. The enemies are just as detailed as the main characters, which is incredible seeing as how many you can sometimes see on the screen. This footage is from an original PS4, so I can only imagine how much better it looks on a PS4 Pro. As someone who's seen the story of Kratos and everything he's been through, I understand his actions through the game. I understand why Kratos is the way he is. Kratos has not led an easy life, so I understand his worry for his son. Atreus wants to do well for his father, and as someone who hasn't played the original God of War games, Kratos will appear to be a hard-pressed father, obviously trying to make his son grow into a strong man. My best recommendation is to watch this video by Suggestive Gaming, who did an incredible recount of Kratos' adventure. Now, would I recommend this game if you are a fan of God of War? This is a no-brainer, go get it now, what's wrong with you? If you are a fan of a story-driven game such as The Last of Us, then what are you doing? Go get this game now! If action and combat are your thing, you'll probably enjoy God of War. If you're not into violent storytelling, maybe pass on this. God of War is not a particularly child-friendly story visual or language-wise, but if you have the heart to bear it, you'll be in for a treat. I'm Zero to Hero 77. Until next time.